with Gloria. Today I want to share with you a very delicious dessert, apple roses, perfect for the holidays. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. Lemon, red apples, cinnamon, granulated sugar, strawberry jam, puff pastry, and water. This is everything we need to make this delicious apple roses at home. Pastry comes out delicious and amazing for the holidays. So let's get started. I am ready. I have my apples here. I have washed them and dried them completely. And I want to show you how I'm going to remove the seeds from the center of the apples. Of course, you don't want to take more than what you need. So I'm using this little gadget. Look at this. And I'm just removing the seeds from the core of the apple. It's very easy to do. If you don't have this little gadget, you could do it just with a knife. Just be careful that you don't cut yourself. But look at this. This little gadget, I got it at Walmart. I'm going to continue getting the seeds out of the apples. And it really doesn't take too long. I am completely done removing the seeds from the apples. And here I am helping myself with the mandolin. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start slicing the apples. I like using the mandolin because the slices come out so thin. They're like paper thin. Just be careful. I don't want you to get cut. Look at this. They are really thin, and I don't want to bend them too much or else they're going to crack in half. So I'm going to continue slicing the rest. And here I am completely done slicing the apples. I am ready to add them here to my glass cup. And to this, I am going to add hot water. The reason that I'm adding the hot water is so that the apple cooks a little bit and it gets nice and flexible. And to this, I'm going to add the juice of 1 lemon. I want to make sure that I add the juice so the apple doesn't start getting brown, because that's exactly what you don't want. You don't want this pastry to have the apple nice and dark. So now I'm just going to push it in, making sure that everything is incorporated. And I am going to put it aside while I start working with my puff pastry. This is what really takes a little longer time, preparing your apple. Remember, let's put it aside and leave it in the hot water. And I found these puff pastries in little squares. But of course, if you find the long sheets, you don't have to do a little more work than what I did. I have all-purpose flour. I have this little gadget so I could cut through the center. And of course, you could use a knife. I have my rolling pin, and I'm just gonna make sure that I add some all-purpose flour to my working table. And now I am ready to start rolling. I want to roll for about 10. I want the strip to be about 10 inches long. Not too long, but you want to make sure that it's a little long so that when you start making this pastry dessert, they look amazing. Look at this. Once it's about 10 inches, I'm going to slice it through the center, and then I'm just going to continue doing the same to the rest of the puff pastry. Remember, I found little squares. I didn't find the long sheets. So that's why I'm working a little more. But this is exactly what I'm going to be doing with this little squares of puff pastry until I am completely done. Once I am completely done, well, now I am ready to start removing the liquid, the water, out of the apples. It's been about 10 minutes and the apples are nice and soft. They're not crisp anymore. They're nice and pliable. Look at this. Now I'm going to start and just put them aside. But before I do that, let me show you how pliable they are. If you roll them, they will not cut in the center. They're just very soft. Now I'm ready to start assembling the roses. I'm going to add 2 strips. I'm just going to pinch the center so that it sticks. And then I'm going to start adding the slices of apple on one side like this, one by one, until I am completely done with the strip. Look at this. I have my cinnamon and my granulated sugar, which I'm going to add right on the center. And then I'm going to start flipping the puff pastry like this. What is very important is when you start rolling it, just roll it. Don't put any pressure on it. Remember, puff pastry really gets nice and puffed when you put it in the oven. So just make sure that you don't put too much pressure when you're rolling your rose. As you could see, I am making 12 roses with this baking dish. Well, I am going to continue doing the same thing. It doesn't matter if they're not the same size, the same width. As long as they're the same length, that's perfect. Well, here I'm doing the same thing. Don't forget to add your cinnamon with your sugar. And then remember to just flip the little sides in and start making this beautiful and amazing rose. Look at this. I'm gonna take my time. Look at this. They look so beautiful. They look beautiful now. Imagine when they are completely cooked. Well, I'm gonna continue making the rest. I am making the last one. And let me show you every single one. It's a little different, but yet they look amazing. Don't forget to preheat your oven to 375 Fahrenheit. And please don't be opening and closing your oven door. Once you put them in there, leave them there for 45 minutes. And they will come out amazing. 45 minutes have passed and let's see how they are looking. Look at this. Like I said, the holidays are around the corner, and why not make this delicious dessert? Once they are nice and hot, this is the time when you're gonna add your strawberry jam. Make sure that you mix it around completely. If you want, you could put it just for a couple seconds in your microwave, and then it is ready. It is ready to start, so that you start adding it with this little brush and start brushing the roses right on the top. Just be careful. Remember that they are still hot and you don't want to pull them apart. So just add a little bit and let them rest for just a couple minutes. Look at this. They came out amazing. I can't wait for the presentation. I'll see you in a bit. roses. This dessert is perfect for the holidays. Perfect when it's a rainy day and you want to enjoy a dessert. You want to enjoy something delicious with your coffee, or something with just plain milk. What this is the perfect apple rose dessert. So let me stop talking and let me enjoy this delicious rose. Excuse me. You know something? Delicious, crispy, the flavor of the cinnamon and the apple, perfection. I hope, my friends, you can make it at home. Enjoy it with your family like I enjoy it here with my family. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell. And if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe like I did today, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love.